ladies and gentlemen, welcome. What's that scratchy?
I can hear a damn thing.
Hold on, stand by.
Man, I hope that's you, not me.
Stand by there, Todd. We'll be just fine. Just stand by.
It sounds terrible.
Are we having a bad connection there?
Yeah, you want to shut it off and shut it on?
Yeah, just stand by.
1 second.
All right, so let's see where we're at now. Todd? Todd, can you hear me? Todd does not hear me. Here we go.
Here we go.
This is Livestream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Livestream. I am Mr. Poseidon. Welcome to the show. Tonight, we're going to work on it. We're going to get Todd Corayer on in a little while. That's the fish writer. Fish rap writer, correct. So how's everybody doing? I went to Rhode Island last week. I got skunked. I got so skunked.
Aww.
Sad times in life. But anyway, welcome everybody. Other than that, you guys have been seeing me posting all week on the Montauk 3-Day Striper Challenge. This is going to be an annual event, and this is the second one that is happening. So I think we have just about 40 spots filled up. The prize right now, the first prize is going to be $1,500 as we stand.
Well, I got your video. I got no audio. Here we go again.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll stand by on that. But what's going on here is that I was saying about the Striper Challenge that, what was I saying, honey? I'm totally
So
lost
right now the
with that.
prize stands at?
Yeah, the prize was at $1,500. It stands at right now. So if people keep joining, they will build the prize themselves. They will not be getting the bonus box. The bonus box closed at 40 boxes. That's it. You can't do anything about it. Read the rules and regulations. Read them over and over again because I'm not going to change my mind on anything. Whatever the rules and regulations say, that's it. I'm not changing anything for anybody because it's unfair to everybody, to the people who follow the rules. You get it? Please, there's no favors being done here, anything like that. Please, I love you guys. So I want to make this work. It's going to be a good time, absolutely. We got 40 people. The hotel is sold out. The freaking hotel, they called me. They were like, well, why didn't you tell us anything? We could have given everybody some, discounts on their stays. I was like, listen, I wasn't expecting anybody but me and my wife to show up. But that's the truth. I wasn't. For a while there, I think for 3 or 4 weeks, we had only one person come into the competition and register. That was Vinny's Customs. And I was like worried. I was like, there's only one guy that joined. It's just going to be me and Vinny at the thing going. Anyhow, so what happened was everybody started joining. The prize is finally built. And it's going to keep building as long as you keep joining. But without the bonus box, you're still going to get the golden ticket. You get to go to the party Saturday night, enjoy some food and drinks, and be eligible for the VS 250 X Series van stall that's going to be given away that night. And also some other great prizes. Gelso Pasquarelli, what is it? How can I say?
Pasquarella?
Yeah, he's holding the from last year.
It?
He's the defending champion. Let's call it that. He's the defending champion of the first annual challenge, which he won. Right, he won last year. So basically, Gelso's going to be giving us a rod that he made himself, and he wrapped it in everything. And actually, the rod is ODM. It's an ODM Genesis rod. I think it's a 10 or 11 foot rod. I'm not sure exactly, but he's donating that. We're going to be giving that away that night. And also, Chuck Dumas, who won a prize from me a few weeks ago. He won the last week, which was the Ed Point tutu bag, beautiful bag, orange. He says, no, keep that and give that away for a prize at the Montauk thing. So again, out to Chuck Dumas. I don't know if this is some good kind of advertisement, but it's working, Chuck. You're a good guy, man. Thank you so much for supporting me on my channel. Anything else we want to say, honey?
I want to say hello to everybody who's here. We got Dana. Welcome, Dana. Hey, Wormway.
All right,
Ocean
let's get
State.
from the beginning. I got to get on my glasses for this
You need
one.
to see. Yes, you do.
Yes, we do. Let me see. Of
course, we
Frank
got-
Surfcaster, what's up? Wormway.
Woo.
James Flynn, Ocean State Bass Fishing. What's up, my brother? Keep those great advertisements coming. He really supports his state people there. I mean, that whole Northeast he supports, I got to say. As far as lure builders, he's always advertising for them. And I just want to say thank you also for that, because I get to see lure companies that I've never seen before that this guy's advertising, and he does a wonderful job. Beautiful advertisement. I know you've seen him, Ocean State Bass Fishing.
Oski's here. Hey,
Oski, what's up, buddy? The canal fisherman, Oski. Carl Newman, what's up? Scott Walker, Bronx Surfcaster. El Tacoyo. Carl Newman. Wait, we said that one already. Brooklyn Fishers, that's right. Greg Pinellas, it's always a pleasure to see you here. I love you, man. Great meeting you last year at the first annual Mr. Poseidon Piedmont Challenge. That's a one-day challenge. Look to come down to that one. All you need is a worm and a hook and you're set. John Franciscone, what's up, brother? Killing the kingfish, he says. John Franciscone, he's always on the Hudson doing this thing. He is the Michael Jordan of the Hudson. I am just getting warmed up. I am understanding. And don't worry, Todd, if you can't hear me, you'll hear me soon, buddy. We're going to work on this, and we're going to get it right tonight. So we'll be along with Todd, the fish wrap writer. We had a nice test the other night. It was all great. Anyhow, Tom Hood, Oski, we said, Chet Zing. What's up, my brother? How you doing, Wormway? Woo! All right, so let's continue right here. What we got here? Night Shift Fishing. Matt, I just want to say, Matt of Night Shift Fishing, check him out on YouTube. He just started the channel about 2 minutes ago.
Oh,
no, I'm just
nice.
kidding. Pretty close, though. He just started the channel a few weeks ago.
Cool.
And he's been asking me, hey, can you help me out? And my answer's always no. It's none of your business. No. I did not do that to Matt. So I try to help him out a little bit. And I'm telling you, this guy is good. Check out his YouTube channel. Just look at it. It's nice when you go to somebody who's brand new. There are guys on here right now that were listening to my show. Remember, honey, when there was like 10 of us on, and we were all like, hey, Mr. Poseidon, yay! And we knew everybody, and we got to hold hands and everything, and it was great. It was fantastic. But I got to tell you, it's grown. It's wonderful to see everybody here. We got NorCal Cat. What's up, my brother?
Yeah.
California.
My
He's
cat.
coming to the 3-day challenge, Striper Challenge. He'll be in Montauk. He'll be staying at the Montauk Manor. Man, I can't wait to see all these guys. And also, I want to mention, I don't know if he's here tonight, Marone Saxatilis. You guys know who that is. And anybody who doesn't know what Marone Saxatilis is, I want to strangle you because it's striper. It's a scientific name for striper, correct, honey?
That's correct.
Yeah, boy. And if you follow him on Instagram, great guy, man. He's listen, this guy's very serious. You don't mess around. Don't crack stupid jokes in front of him. You'll lose his followership. But anyhow, I'm going to tell you this. This guy hunts little arrowheads. And, you know, I've learned so much. I've still yet to find my first one. And when I do, I've always promised him, when I find that first one, I'm going to get it everything, whatever you need to, it'll be ready for you. I'm going to send it to him. Because, you know, I really don't collect them, but I do look for them now because of him. Check him out on Instagram. You'll see what I'm talking about. Thank you for that. Anyhow, he'll be at the 3-day Striper Challenge. He'll be there. It's going to be great. Anyhow, let's continue on. Kevin Orr. Who else do we got there? Rick Hernandez. There it is right on top of my head. I don't know if you could see. You probably can't see it on that. It's the big lure that you see. And also I have a nice little one right here. Let me give him the side angle view right here. So if you guys see right here, Rick Hernandez gifted this to me. I love it. It's a bass. Okay, so it's not a striper, but that's okay. And it's got a cowboy on top of it. And the cowboy is like, you know, holding his hat like he's on a horse. You know, you get it? It's so freaking awesome. I take that with me when I travel and we do Ooh, excuse me. That was very
On site.
uncalled for.
What happened to you?
It's the pineapple again. Can I help these things, please?
dear.
You have to bother me all the time.
Oh my gosh,
All
James
right.
Flynn, thank you so much.
Oh, wow, James.
Thank you.
Oh, now I'm touched. You know, when I see stuff like this, because I don't get this all the time. And I'm telling you guys, my wife's going like this to me right now. Come on, stop with the sob story. But it's true. I'm a very emotional guy. Honey, tell them, am I emotional or not?
Very emotional.
I'm very, not like this song right now. This is not an emotional song.
No, that's not.
This is the James Flynn, way to go, buddy song. Yeah, boy. James Flynn.
And you have a Yasu from Nick Z.
Yeah, Nick, Yasubari Tikani's my friend. So if anybody doesn't know what I just said, my background is Greek. My parents were born in Greece. Please don't unsubscribe because my parents are from Greece. God. So anyway, I'm just kidding. So my parents are from Greece, and I grew up a Greek, but really I was born here. So Yasu in Greek means, hey, how you doing? Or it could say goodbye. So always remember that. You could say Yasu, hey, or Yasu, hey, Yasu. So it depends on how you say it, what's happening at the moment. So if the guy's leaving and you say Yasu, it's going to be like, cool, Yasu back to you, you know? Take care. So James, I don't know, man. Thank you so much. Honey, can you say something to James too? Because that was really
I know,
nice.
I said before, thank you so much. Yes, definitely we're going to add it to support the cause.
Yeah, support the cause, man, because I am a good guy. I love to give away stuff. And the gentleman we have on, who will be on in a few minutes, Todd Corayer, this guy supports the cause too. He's such a good guy. He's always talking about the other guy. He forgets about himself. And that's how I feel. Man, I can't wait to see anybody who's coming to the Striper Challenge. Do you guys understand that $1,500 can pay your mortgage bill? Because you're not listening to my channel with like a $9,000 mortgage bill. You're not wasting your time with Mr. Poseidon. Right, honey? My wife's shaking her head like you're crazy. James Flynn, I'm going to keep mentioning it. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Can somebody like donate like $2 at least? Where's a little $2 thing come up? $2. Yeah, come on, James. That was nice. Wow. Honey, what are you going to do after the show? Let's spend the money already. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're going to get Todd Corayer on right now. Night Shift Fishing. What's up, buddy? The next video coming soon. Really leverages both video feeds, goes back and forth for a complete view. I can't wait. All right, let's get on Todd right now, honey. What's up? We're having a problem here, aren't we? You hear my wife's typing?
Yeah, let's see if we could get him on because...
Don't worry, Todd. Don't worry. We're coming. We are coming, Todd! Come on, guys. Let's give Todd a big round of applause. Todd. Todd.
I think he might have, he said his line went out, his connection went.
His connection went?
Wah, wah.
Dun, dun, dun.
See.
What am I going to do now?
Oh, man.
Does anybody want to have any, like, calling calls tonight? Because I really don't know anything about fishing, and I don't know what to talk about. All right, so anyway, I went to Rhode Island last week, and I fished my heart out. Now, look.
What happened to you?
Sometimes in Rhode Island, it isn't that I was in Rhode Island. I did the wrong thing. Something happened, and I didn't do the right thing, and I didn't catch fish. But my buddies over there did. My buddy Bruce Payne. You guys know Bruce Payne. He's caught a nice fish right in front of me. I had just gotten there off the highway. I stopped by to see if they were there yet. They were there. They were just getting dressed. 20 minutes, I'm talking to them. My stuff's on the car. It's undone. What do I mean by undone? I didn't have anything done, ready to go fishing with them. So I was thinking maybe I should just do it and get dressed right there and blah, blah, blah. And then the guy from the hotel calls me. Hey, listen to me. You come here now because I'm leaving. I was like, okay, I'm coming. I wanted to get my key. I wanted to get in the room, guys. And that's a true story. So I told the guys, listen, I'll come back. I go to the room. Now, when Mr. Poseidon travels, I travel in luxury. And what do I mean by that? I have a giant cooler filled with food, and I have to bring it in the room, and then my luggage, and then all my lures, and my camera equipment, and all that. And I have to get everything ready. It's just not just throw it in, especially the camera stuff. It's got to be ready, charged. It usually is beforehand, but I'm a little squarehead, and I got to make sure it's all right. But anyway, An hour and a half later, when I was done with the whole escapade, going back and forth, they were catching fish when I got down there. I still wasn't ready, so I told them, listen, I was on 36 hours no sleep at that time. Remember, I work a midnight shift. I was up from the day before, and I went straight to Rhode Island. I drove there. I almost died on the highway. No, I didn't die, but anyway.
What?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, honey. My wife doesn't like little stories like that. But what happens is I showed up with Bruce Bain. How's the connection coming, honey?
We're trying to make the call right now.
I'm trying to make the call right now, guys. Here we go. Woo!
Let's see.
There he is. Here we go. Okay, let's give it a shot right now, guys. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Honey, if you want to make any connection, maybe the speakers are ready. Here we go. Todd.
Hey, Todd. How you doing? Sound check, sound check.
It's I can hear you, but it's really scratchy.
It is scratchy, Todd. It is. But you know what? I'm going to shut my music off.
Yeah, no.
I can hear it's coming in.
Is it my end or your end?
Well, I got to admit, Todd, I'm not going to say it's my end. This is a professional studio we have saved up, and if my wife hears that, she's going to shut everything down.
Maybe you want to go back inside closer to the router?
Maybe you want to go inside closer to the router like we tried, and we'll wait.
Give me 2 minutes.
Okay, buddy, we'll shut down and we'll call you back. Take your time and don't get hurt. Okay. Okay, I just want to say thank you, everybody. Bruce Bain, Montauk. So we're coming back to everybody here. Let's talk a little bit. It's always nice to talk. I love talking.
John Francis going said he must be on the number 4 train on.
It sounds like that. John, you know what, John? Let me tell you guys a little bit about John Francisconi. If you don't know who John Francisconi, I do, so I'm going to tell you about him. We have to tell this in the right manner here. So, John Francisconi, I met him down in Piedmont, I would say a couple of years back, about 64 years ago I met him, actually. I was just born, and he was waiting outside the hospital for me with a fishing rod. No, I'm just kidding. So I met John about 5 years ago down in Piedmont. Nice gentleman, and he fished there. So I got to know him real well, and John fished there. And I got to know him even better, and John fished at Piedmont. John is a fisherman, hardcore. And I know if he was younger, he'd be up and down the East Coast, just like me. And I'm not saying John is old, but John will never be old, and I'm going to tell you why. John is young at heart, and he always will be. These answers that he gives me, that he just mentioned right now, is just beautiful, isn't it, honey? I understand, right?
Yes.
Oh, my wife is like, yes. Yes, torture me totally. But anyway, so I met John, and John, introduced me down there and brought me along and showed me what's up. I mean, you have to take advice of people that have been fishing areas a lot longer than you because they know more than you. No matter how much you think you know, you can always learn more in fishing. And I love going down to Piedmont. There's a lot of old timers. We haven't have an old timer one down there. Wally. Wally has been fishing there since 1947. This guy's told me some stories that I'm like, wow, Wally, you got to come on my show. He looks at me and he goes, Eric, and my name is Eric on the outside. Eric, I don't do TV. I'm sorry. Like, hey, listen, this is a lot. I don't do TV. I'm like, okay, no problem, buddy. But I've heard some really nice stories from him, and I like to hear old-time stories. You like to see how things were back then. You like to hear that they did at one time have a fall run. We just got a 20-pounder, I don't know how many inch, 36-inch or 38-inch down, I heard, by the end of the pier. And I was like, wow, how can that happen? Because they did have fall runs, okay? And just to prove it, out in Long Island, my friend, Lore Walker, all our friends, check them out on Instagram. I'll leave a link on the bottom of the video here. Lore Walker, check him out. He just recently, if not today, caught a 54-inch, 45-pound striped bass in the middle of the day. Let me tell you about Lore Walker. He fishes very, very, very hard. Now, you guys heard me, right? 54-inch. I'll show you a picture. I was allowed to. So I'll show you a really quick picture of what he caught. It's too bad he was there alone because Just look at this monster of a beast here. I'm going to put the overhead. Hold on. Let's get it up close. Okay, this is close it goes, but I'm going to bring it up close.
Put your hand behind.
Yeah. No, it's still not coming in. Come on. I can't believe it's not grabbing it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is about as clear as you're going to get it.
There.
But right there is nice. Look at that size of that fish compared to his foot. 54-inch, 45 pounds, his personal best. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Lure is that he fishes very, very, very hard. He does, man. And even in the summers, you know, he might not be able to get away, make those long trips, go to Massachusetts, Rhode Island, get out there and catch those stripers. But he's always out there. You'll see him catching sharks, a lot of sharks. But a guy who fishes that hard and does the grind, he deserves to catch that fish. Congratulations, Law Walker. Follow him on Instagram, definitely. Check him out, I'm telling you. He's a cool, cool dude. I fish a lot with him in the winters. He's my winter partner because there isn't many people who like to fish the winter, and I love fishing the winter, right, Mr. Pineapple?
All that work.
So, Todd, do we have Todd? Sounds good.
I think it might be better here.
Todd?
Let's see.
Let's see.
It's wicked scratchy, but I'm back in the house here.
Let's see.
Okay. It's not like yesterday, but it's good enough to me.
Giving you some odds today.
All right, so here we go. We got Todd Corayer on right now.
You have an echo. You don't have any other device playing the stream, right, Todd?
Am I coming through your speakers?
No. Yep, I can hear you fine, but it's just real scratchy.
Where are you hearing me from?
On my laptop.
Yeah, you got to shut those off. And you got to put earplugs in, and then we'll be in.
Oh, yeah.
I can do that.
There you go. So, okay, while we're waiting for Todd to put on the earplugs, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So I got that
You might have
off.
to do like Surfcasting Chris was like, he should just call in.
Yeah, he should just call in. It's okay. No worries. We'll get it, Surfcasting Chris. We'll have you call in, Chris. Ask Todd and say, hey, what's wrong with your laptop?
Yeah, John is saying no good on the sound.
Yeah, we're going to fix that. I'm really sorry, folks. You know, every once in a while we end up in a little jam like this, but it always ends up good. Why? Because if you have a pineapple cup like I do right now, filled with some Poland spring water, you are all set.
Yeah, John was
But I'm
saying
glad
no good.
everybody's visiting tonight. It's a beautiful thing. Okay.
Outcast, how you doing?
Who's that? Outcast. Hey, buddy. What's going on, Outcast? Yeah, buddy. All right, so we're waiting for Todd to... You want to give him another call?
Let's see.
Yeah. Let's give him another call and see what's up. All right, so I'm sorry, guys. I mean, this is a...
Yeah, we
Very,
had
very
it
sorry.
really good. Sometimes the internet gods are just not...
They're not
agreeing
with us, you know? It's tough. The internet gods and the striper gods work very much in session together. For me, it's tough. I got to worry about it when I go striper fishing, and I got to worry about it when I'm on the internet. And it just happens to be one of those nights, but that's okay. Let's talk about James Flynn. $49.99 donation to my fund here for the cause. Thank you so much, Flynn. Mr. James Flynn. I have to talk about it. My wife's looking at me like...
Carl Newman was saying he had a rough week earlier. Had a rough week. He pulled some fluke and porgies. Had a couple heartbreaks and a mix of schoolies. Well...
All right. That's not that bad, you know. It was a rough week for me, too. I had to work 72 hours, and it was rough, Todd. It was rough. It was rough. I couldn't hack it. All right, let's see what's going on with Todd. Let's give it another shot.
Okay. It starts to jump. The frame starts to get a little jumpy over here.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, man. Let's see.
Because that's why. That's where we're having the problem. Okay. Todd, is there anybody else on the internet in your house? Because that could be the problem.
Maybe. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
Oh, wonderful. For the
All right, we're
time.
getting there.
Okay, good. So,
That's a little better. I
Todd-
didn't hear.
Todd Corayer, welcome to the show. Nice to have you.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a wonderful show so far. Thank you for making it like that. It's great. I love it. Real live stuff is good. So, Todd, let's start off with you right now. Todd, please stop moving around. I'm going to get a little myself, Todd.
I'm just fixing up the old microphone.
Gotcha, buddy. All right, so Todd,
Sound does
while
sound much
Todd is
better.
fixing up the microphone, I'm going to be standing by and speaking to everybody else. What else do we have on the screen, honey? I love
Let's
this
see.
stuff.
APB is out for Edwin, John is saying. What happened to Edwin Rivera?
I don't know. Yeah, that's right.
Maybe
Edwin.
he's busy
Edwin
working.
Rivera, the wise man. He might be fishing tonight, man. Let's not, get on the guy. When you hear somebody catching a 45-pound fish, honey, 54 inches, you're getting out in the surf. And where did he catch that? I'll tell you where he caught that. Somewhere in Tatooine. That's right. Gotta love that guy. I'd never heard him in any way. Love you, Laura Walker, all the time.
We have Scott
And your
Walker.
wife and your family also. Okay, so let's see what's going on.
Scott Walker saying, we love our
Scott?
striped bass here
Scott, how you
on
doing?
Chesapeake Bay.
Let's see this. Hold on.
Nice.
Scott.
What are you talking about?
Okay, here we go. Todd, are you there?
Whew.
I think we're here.
I think we're good.
Do we get it? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
How about
Okay, it's a beautiful thing.
All
So,
right, man. Now we got something.
yes, we do. Todd, welcome to the show. Finally, we got you on. It's okay. Once in a while,
These
we're
things
experiencing
happen.
these difficulties, but it's a pleasure to have you on, buddy. And I've been very excited ever since I first met you at the Narragansett Surfcasters Day, right? What is that called? Surfcasting?
Surf
Yep.
day.
Yep,
Surf
it's the
Day.
Narragansett Surfcasters, and we call that spring's greatest day besides the opening of trout season. That's their
There you go.
that's their surf day, new and used tackle sale.
All right, so I know I have a lot of subscribers right now asking, what does this mean? This, Todd, this
Fish wrap rider.
this fish wrap rider. What's going on here? Explain to us.
How-
Tell everybody who you are.
Well, I'm a freelance writer, and for many years wrote here and there wherever I could get some work, and it was always about fishing and hunting and outdoor stuff and that that world. And then I've been writing for some magazines like On the Water, and I wanted something a little more steady. So I approached a friend of mine from college who was an editor at a local newspaper and said, I was really just looking for some references, can you turn me on to somebody? And he said, well, we have a gig for a fishing writer, but we hire them every March, and then every April when the bass show up, they quit. I said, so if you could stick around for a couple of months, that'd be great. And that became Fish Wrap, which is now in 8 newspapers. And in March we will be 10 years.
Can you name some of
Coming
those
up on a big
newspapers?
anniversary.
Is it okay? Because maybe some of the guys read them and they don't know if you're the guy who's fish wrap.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, the Narragansett Times, the Charahoe Times, the Pawtucket Times, the Woonsocket Call, the East Greenwich Pendulum. There's a whole series throughout the state and up into Southern Mass. So, and that over the years, as that grew. Well, I guess the most important thing is that I realized right away that working a week ahead, I couldn't really write a good fishing report because by the time you read it in the paper, it was a week old.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, right.
I started talking to other fishermen, and what Fish Wrap became was really a way to meet and talk about fishermen and women and hunters and anglers and outdoors people, and it has sort of spiraled, or I guess blossomed into this. I've met some of the most amazing men and women over the years, and veterans and hikers and mushroom collectors, and it's mostly fishing and hunting. But I've been blessed to meet so many amazing people. So every once in a while, there's a straight ahead fishing report. We'll tell you, especially when the migration is on and guys really want to know, what the story is when they're going to head up from your neighborhood to ours. But a lot of the time, it's really getting to meet the people that make our outdoor sports so amazing, and I'm very blessed for that. It's been an amazing opportunity for me.
Okay, so one thing I remember the other day we were speaking, and you were talking about, your writing. And one thing you emphasized to me on was that you're not one of these guys who is I, and me. Whenever you do a write-up or anything, it's always, always, always about the other person. You put all emphasis on him. Is that correct? Or can you explain that to everybody, or what I'm trying to say?
Sure. And there's two sides to that. There's a world of really fantastic outdoor writers who tell stories, Tom McGuane, or, if you read Trout Bum, it's personal stories of them going fishing. And that's a whole art, and it's phenomenal. What I realized was I don't think I'm that interesting. I don't think I'm not that much of a character. So what I realized was that I don't want to talk about me. I don't even want to use the word I unless I have to, unless it's important. Though, and so I'll meet someone like you, and I'll do an interview, and we'll talk about this and that, and then I'll write that into a freelance piece or a newspaper piece or a podcast, whatever. And the whole point is to talk about you. My views of you may be important, or my like what I learned from you, but my personal views. I keep myself out of the story as much as I can. And I'm lucky. I mean, look at the people I've met over the years. I mean, absolutely amazing people, that because I try to listen to you, and I don't think anybody wants to listen to me.
Oh man!
Except now, of course.
No. Let me explain something. So, folks, when I first met him, his beard was a little longer. And honey, is there any way we can put up his logo? Can you put it up? I'll wait for a little while I speak.
Yeah, well, you talk.
Okay, good. So my wife will look up the logo. But when I first met him was at the Narragansett show. And I remember I went by every single table. I walked by with my YouTube camera. And I looked down, and he had his cards up on the table. And I looked at the card, and I looked at him. And then I looked at the card again, and I looked at him. Do we have the card right here? Where is the card? Yeah, give me the card. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So I can show you guys right here. Check this out. I love this.
And here's the...
So here's the card that I saw. Hold on. Wait.
Just put it on the...
Yeah, but there's something wrong with the camera here.
With the focus?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be autofocus.
There we go. There we go. So check out it. Wait. Let me do this right. I got to look at the camera. Okay, let me go down a little bit. All right. This is really becoming a heck of a show here.
Here,
my wife got it.
I got it over here.
So, yeah, there you go. So I saw that, and there he is up right next to you. You can actually see him side by side. Now, when I saw him at the show, his beard was literally matched that photo, and that's why I looked at that, and I looked back, and I looked at that. And so I had to ask him yesterday, or the day before when we did the practice run yesterday. I lose track of time because I'm a midnight worker. Don't blame me. Don't blame my brain. It's the midnight shift. But I want to say that, Todd, please tell everybody how this picture came about. You told me, so I'd rather you tell everybody else too. Tell them. And don't be afraid to tell them about the porno part. No, I'm kidding. There is no porno part, everybody. Sorry. Go ahead, Todd.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, we lost you, Todd. We lost all volume.
Start again.
Stop. Oh, there you go. You're back.
Go ahead.
Start again, buddy. Go ahead.
That's a whole different podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a true story. So when I got the gig, did you get it?
Whoop.
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here I am. I'm here.
Go ahead, buddy.
So I get the gig with the paper, and back in the day, the columnists would have their picture in the paper, and I don't need my picture in the paper. So you got me?
Yeah.
So I'm at work one day, and I said to the guys at work, I said, geez, I just got this gig in the paper, and I don't really want my picture in the paper. So this guy, Bill McCusker, takes out a pencil and a piece of paper, and he drew that image in about 45 seconds, hands it to me, and says, there you go. So I brought it to the editor of the paper the next week, and he looked at it, and there's like 5 columnists, and they all have their picture. And I hand him this, and he goes, I love it. I love it. And now they don't, no one does pictures in the paper anymore, but now that logo has just sort of carried on. We did a series of like koozie cups. We made koozie cups and gave them away over the years.
Beautiful.
And I've got pictures from the Meridian Dateline, Canada, Florida, Venice, Italy, California. People just take them, and then it's like the Where's Waldo thing. They pull out the little, the little fish wrap guy and take a picture, and it definitely has grown up over the years. It's pretty fun.
Right on, brother. I love that. I love that.
lucky.
I love that. I love that. I love that. So the name, we talked about the name Fish Wrap Writer, how that came about.
I feel like I'm gonna get the big question now. Here comes the big question.
Here comes it. Dun, dun, dun. Ready? Here it goes. Wait. How do we get that? Wait, let me get that. I don't have that anymore on.
Well, that was
A sound effect?
Yeah, sound effect. Yeah. That's okay.
No.
That's not it. I don't have it anymore. Anyway, so tell me more about your fishing now, because we haven't talked about your fishing. And I know that you've done interviews, fishermen, and so on. You write your fish reports. Did we talk about that? That you actually make your fish reports?
Oh, we have Todd frozen.
Todd is frozen.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's coming back. Wait a minute. Unfrozen?
Coming back.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there you go.
There you
COVID,
go.
Put a kind of damper on.
Oh,
I'm here.
lost him.
Okay, good. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
This has
we
been a
got you
tricky,
back.
tricky connection here, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very tricky connection, but it can be such a fun
Am I in a little
connection.
bit of a delay now, I think?
This is such a fun connection. All right, let me. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reset my system here. Stand by, just don't move, and I'm gonna get you right back. All right, I think we're back now. How are we cooking? How are we cooking? We're doing good.
Let's see.
Todd, are you with us?
Hey, Todd, you there?
Todd?
Oh,
Todd, are you there? Can you
on a
hear
big-
us?
He's on a big delay, it seems.
Wow. Okay. We're getting a delay. Let's try it again, honey.
No?
All right, stand by. Todd, can you hear us?
No.
No. Okay, stand by. Stand by. Todd, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh,
It
Okay.
says speakers muted on the bottom, honey. Is that Todd? We can hear you. We can hear you, Todd. No, he can't hear us. We're going to call you back. Tell him we're going to call him back, and we're going to call him back. Go ahead. We're going to give it another shot, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't over yet. The show's been going okay. You can't complain. We're going to talk about his fishing right now. Still much to learn. Stand by on the Mr. Poseidon Show.
James, funny. He's like, have him call in on Edwin's line.
I still haven't seen another $2 donation since James done $50 donation tonight. My goodness.
Did you see what James is saying? Is have him call in on Edwin's line.
Gotta love that one. Whew, this is what's great about the wife when she informs you about a good joke. Thank you, James, for that one. I love it. Cheers to my wife on that one.
Oh, Bruce is outside cooking a steak?
Outside cooking the steak, keep losing you. That's okay, Bruce. I love you. I love you, Bruce. We've always talked about this. We don't say
I
stuff.
have no sound at all.
Oh, I think we are back. Todd? Todd?
Hey, Todd.
Hey, Todd. Let's make it back.
Let's see.
Well, it was better if
Do we have to make any connections on the sound on
did
Skype?
that.
Remember with the
Everything is-
speakers?
Yep, everything is on.
I don't. I feel terribly. They can't hear me. They can't.
I can hear you. We can hear you. Can you speak to him
I
in
feel terribly.
fingers? Don't worry. Don't feel terrible.
All good.
No.
Oh,
Wait.
it's only one
Wait.
way now.
There's only one way. We can do this. We can do this.
Well,
What is it, honey? It's that little thing that we see. No, my wife is shaking her head. All right, one more time. We're going to try the Todd thing. One more.
Hands and everything, and it was great.
All right.
coming out today. You know I never miss a
Todd, are you there?
Yeah, he's not gonna. He's.
Oh, wow. This is bad. This is so bad. Wow, we've had a major issue. Todd, can you call in on my phone?
Yeah, he could just call your phone.
Yeah, I'm going to turn that on right now. Let's have him calling on my phone. And we'll just keep the
Conversation.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys, for this. I know a lot of you are like, what is this, man? This stinks. No, it doesn't stink. No, stop. Stop. Let's put on some music. See, it got better already. Woo. Just relaxing. All right, you're going to try calling him again, honey, or what? Just reload the whole thing, the Skype system? All right, so how do we get this?
I don't want to keep trying that. I just can you ask him to call your phone?
Okay, I'll do that. Where is he? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, hold on. There we go. Hold on. Here we go. Call my phone. Here. Guys, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that this happened tonight. So let's learn something tonight. What have we learned? No. You have not learned not to listen to the Poseidon show. No, that's wrong. It's a wrong thing. You got to watch me every week. Next week, we got a great guest. Ollie, yeah, boy. Check her out on Instagram. I'll leave a link. What's that? Bluetooth, honey, yes. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Bluetooth is on right now. We're going to lower this. Gotta love the Poseidon show. Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
We got him on?
Checking.
I got you now.
Okay.
Yeah, now I hear you. Todd!
Go ahead.
How we doing, buddy?
It's a beautiful thing, Todd.
Yes.
I don't know what has happened here, my friend. I appreciate your patience. I don't know what
Are
happened.
you kidding me, Todd? You will always have my patience and you will never be on the show again. No, I'm kidding. Todd, you're going to be on the show again, Todd. Absolutely. You're a good man. I love what you stand for. I know what you do. For anybody that was around a little earlier, Todd was explaining to us, you know, when this guy writes an article and he talks to people, it's always about them. He doesn't listen to anything about himself. It's always about them. And I like that about him because why? Because if you know Mr. Poseidon and my giveaways, we got a giveaway on the show. Stand by. There's always a giveaway on the Poseidon. Did I not write that? You can sue me for that. I always have a giveaway on the show. We're going to give away this week's prize, which was what, honey? Let's give me that bag. I got to show everybody. Todd, stand by for me with me for a second. I just want to show everybody. So this week's giveaway tonight, on the wheel, we're going to spin. Somebody's going to get this gorgeous Ebby Point leader bag. Look at it. Let me open this for you. This is gorgeous, man. Look at this. These gorgeous leader bags, and just like that, they come off. But they never go back on again. No, I'm kidding. They go right back on again. Look at that. Now, I'm not putting them on. It's like I'm doing a HVAC channel 189 right now. What do they call those channels, honey, when they sell stuff?
QVC.
QVC. Hey, welcome to the Mr. Poseidon VC channel. Can't say QVC, but anyway. VC channel. Ebby Point tonight, and that's tonight's thing. And here we have this gorgeous, that's right. He knows who he is, Mad Mantis. That's the symbol right there on the bottom. I've showed that once. I said the first person to tell me what that is wins a lure. Expect that on. Every once in a while I give a lure or something away, and there's always a clue or something, and that was that one. And somebody won that one night. I don't remember, but that's going to be given away tonight. We're going to spin that on the wheel. And next week's prize, check it out. Stand by. I'm not just going to give it away like that. Are you kidding me? All right, let's get back to Todd. Todd, are you with us still, buddy?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Excellent, Todd. So I'm glad we have you back. Now, I always like having people I can interview, especially with that beautiful logo we were talking about that we were showing everybody. That's perfect for you. But anyway, other than that, the most important thing is that you write for a few papers, and I know you also do a fish report out there every once in a while.
So what's the latest with the fishing reports?
That's right. There you go.
Basically, the fishing right now is excellent. It's phenomenal. Our waters are absolutely covered in bait. They're catching giants 3 or 4 miles off of Scarborough Beach. You can see the boats.
He's telling you where it is. Are you crazy? He's spot burning right now. Go for it. I'm kidding, guys. It's a big place,
Listen,
Scarborough.
I was fishing up in Duxbury, Mass. last weekend, and the water was so full of bait, it looked like someone dumped a gallon of white paint in the water. I mean, you couldn't even see the water. There were so many peanut bunker and silver sides.
Wow.
We are.
Wow. That's what I heard. I heard a few people, Todd, telling me that the water just looked white.
It's crazy. The bass fishing has been very good. It's been very good. Bass fishing gets good when the migration comes through. It's real hot till the water gets hot, and then it kind of peters off. And the stripers go up to the Cape and up towards Maine. But this year they've really seemed to stay. And the last couple of years, the surfcasters have had a tough run sometimes, but the surfcasters guys are doing really well here right now. And the bass fishing is still. I was fishing this morning up on the Cape, up by the railroad bridge, and schools of stripers. A really, really strong season.
Unbelievable. That's really good to hear. I'm glad you're spot burning everything right now. Everybody get on your horses, get on the trains, get in your cars, and head to that spot right now, because I am. I'm packed already. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate your report right there. And everybody does know. They definitely do know. Guys, if you're a striped bass fisherman, you know where they're hitting right now. You're not, crazy because, you're on the internet. I see what you see. I'm just like you. I'm nobody different. The only difference that makes me from you is I have a big mouth to get everything out. That's the thing. You want to talk about spot burning? Check out Mr. Poseidon's webpage, my YouTube channel. Anyway, other than that, now I try not to spot burn. I'm a bit of a liar on YouTube. I'm sorry to say, like last year, I was catching fish in a certain spot, and I was
totally different spot.
Yeah, and I was telling them, I was catching fish in New Jersey. Now the smart guys, they would just write back and say, bad words to me, like bull, and stuff like that. And then the guys who are not experienced fishermen, let's put it that way, in a nice way, they were writing back and they were like, well, where in New Jersey did you get him? And I was like, now what do I say? You should know there are no fish in New Jersey, absolutely none, striped bass at that time of the season. And then there were the other guys who just didn't say anything, and those are the guys who knew. Those are the smartest ones of all. There's a lot of great fishermen out there. And Todd, I want to say something. I was up in Rhode Island this last week. And I went out with two of my good friends that I know in Rhode Island. I don't know many people, but Bruce Bain being one of them, just a terrific guy. I mean, great-hearted guy. He's the president of the Surfcasters, the Narragansett Surfcasting Club. Dynamite guy. I'll be at the Narragansett show coming up in January or February. When is it, honey? I think it's January. I'm sorry. Bruce, you know the date. Please put it up. And also, I was also fishing with Charlie the Wolf of Rhode Island. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Charlie, all right? Charlie, as far as Rhode Island comes, is probably one of the best fishermen that I know of. And I really believe that because I see Charlie fishing. And I know Charlie from the few years that I've been fishing with him. When I say few years, that means 2 years. So this is my second year fishing with Charlie. And Charlie is not a joker fisherman. He's actually out there. He's a catch and release guy, 100%. But he knows how to catch the big fish. How? He hunts them. He goes consistently, he moves. And when he finds them, that's where they are. And that's where they'll be for a little while at least until his next hunting adventure continues. Well, when he finds them, he's very quiet about it. He doesn't want any lights on, does not want any cameras on, that's for sure. I can assure for that. And I respect that. I respect that 100%. So those guys out there in Rhode Island, There's some really good fishermen. Charlie, thank you. I understand you, and I believe you 100%. Bruce Bain also, thank you. Let's get back to the fish wrap. Mr. Todd.
Writer.
Yeah, fish wrap writer. Absolutely. My wife has to correct me. I'm sorry for that, Todd. But anyhow, getting back to you, I know there's a lot of serious fishermen down there, Todd.
There are, and I had the good pleasure of meeting Bruce the other day at a veterans event. He's a solid guy, and just since you brought them up, I'm very fortunate to meet a lot of people and go to a lot of club meetings and do talks and stuff like that. But the Surfcasters are hands down the most charitable organization I think I've ever encountered. And everything they do is either pure fishing or helping somebody in need. So, cheers to them. And that's the beauty of my job. I get to go meet people like that.
Sure. I want to believe the part about generous and that the best, but I've only seen James Flynn make a $50 deposit tonight. That's it. And not even one other $2 deposit. $2. Okay, let's get back to Todd. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
Todd. No, I'm not.
Oh
Make a $2 deposit right now. Don't embarrass me. I have Todd on. The fish wrap writer. Stop it. Okay, go ahead, guys. Let's go back to that.
So how about maybe, Todd, you might have like a sample of one of your fishing stories?
Yeah, please.
You mean like something recent or in general?
Todd, I don't care if it was 45 years ago and it was a 75-pound striped bass. Tell me that story. I'm
Any
desperate.
story that
I'm
stands
very
out in your
desperate
mind.
right now. I'm running out of pineapple juice here. Come on.
I've already put you to the ringer tonight, I know.
No. Todd, never feel like that with me. You will be on the show again, Todd. But you will have a better connection, that's for sure.
I think I'd have to
No.
come to your studio. I don't think I can trust my house again.
It's fine, Todd. It's fine, buddy. As long as everybody's not on the internet, like, 4 or 5 people in your house right now, you're good to go, buddy. It's not a problem with you ever. You're a dynamite person, an excellent person to hang out with. I know when I hung out with you for those 2 minutes at the Narragansett Surf Club, the Surf Day show they had, after 2 minutes, I was calling my wife on just ring my phone. Just ring it. No, I'm kidding, Todd. You're a wonderful person, and we're still going to tell a story. So I saw today that you posted a picture of a striper on a, I don't know if I'm right, on a kayak you were?
Yep, we were kayak fishing this morning, and I was pre-gaming. I was getting ready to come on the show, so I want to make sure I still had my chops.
Yeah, there you go. It's fine. It's fine. So how did you do out there today?
Did great. We did great. The fish were on peanut bunkers, so they were racing around this bay kind of thing we were in, and went the backside of this island. I knew I couldn't paddle fast enough to get to them, so I outsmarted them by going around the other side of the island, and apparently they left the bay and never came back. So, yeah, we got a couple, but I turned out to be not as smart as I thought it was.
All right, so I haven't heard any pounds, so I don't know if great of a day it was here, Todd. I mean, let's be honest with each other here. What's going on? I'm kidding, Todd. I love you, Todd. I love when I go out and I catch a 20-inch striped bass. And, listen, I'm not the same as everybody else, all right? I'm Mr. Poseidon. So I'm not the same as everybody else. And I'll go out. Look at that. Look at what a nice thing Oscar did.
Aw, Oscar,
We have to stop for a second. Oscar, thank you so much, brother. Spoof crew, brother. The spoof crew. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you. I bless you, brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So going back, what was I just saying before I got very excited there, honey? Please help me.
I know, you always do that.
Yeah.
You always interrupt yourself.
Tell me, what was I saying? Even my wife can't remember.
I know about Todd and speaking to him.
Todd, tell me. Yeah, I know I was speaking to Todd. That doesn't help me much, but anyway. And Todd and speaking to him. I know I'm speaking to Todd. Todd, I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry, Todd. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. It's at least we haven't lost the phone connection.
No, we're not going to lose the phone. This
know.
is the best. This is
You can
absolutely.
tell a fishing story.
Yeah, so we were talking about the fishing. So Todd, how did you first get involved in fishing? Let's talk about that a second.
That's easy. I was a little kid on Block Island, and I cracked open some periwinkles, put them on a hook, and I think just complete pure luck. a school of bass went through the harbor, Old Harbor on the island, and I caught a big old striped bass, and probably, I don't know, 5 years old, 6 years old or something. And
Todd,
that was it.
Todd, stop. Stop, Todd. I heard Block Island. And you were like, I was a little kid. I was in Block Island. What's up with Block Island? What a beautiful place.
It is. I was very fortunate to live there for many years.
Wow.
I got to fish out there for many, many, many years, especially when I was older. I mean, I can't even tell you hundreds of nights down at Black Rock and Southwest Point. You know, the church. Southwest Point, I've come to call it the church because every time I went there, I felt like I was going to church.
Sure.
The island back in the day, in the early 80s, 70s, 80s, early 90s, the bass fishing was better.
I know.
It seems like the last, 8 years or so, the bass don't seem to spend as much time out there.
Oh.
Yes, I know. You know what? Hold on. I got to stop you and interrupt you. So I know Bruce Bain, and Bruce Bain introduced me to Charlie the Wolf for Rhode Island. Charlie the Wolf for Rhode Island has a beautiful boat, and he does charters out by the Block Island area. And let me tell you something. The fish are deep, no matter where you go. Even in Montauk, the fish are deep. They're just not coming in. And I feel because the waters are just a little warm. I could be wrong. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm a, Bill Wetzel disciple. He hears me saying that. I might as well just quit the team right there. But anyway, I'm kidding. But the truth is, waters have warmed up. So basically, Block Island, too, I've heard, just a lot of schoolies. I had a friend, let's mention him, Gelso Pasquarelli. He visited Block Island a few weeks ago. He didn't have a good week there. And when you hear Block Island, man, you usually hear stories like Todd, what he's talking about. He experienced the good years. The waters were colder, just like in Montauk. So I understand you. And yes, I understand when you say that you were, what was that word we used? That you lived there when you were younger? You were fortunate enough to live there, which is very nice. And I love to hear stories like that, especially at Block Island, which I love. And again,
You've never been there.
Thank you to Bronx Surfcasting. Yes, we did have reservations. But we had to cancel because of my job. I'm sorry,
We have
folks.
to make it Ocean State Bass Fishing also says he has to make a trip there soon.
I want to get there with him because I want to go together with you, Ocean State. I'm serious. Let's all make a trip. Let's all plan this, and maybe we can all go together. So maybe one of us can catch at least a 28-inch fish and stay Block Island still alive, I'm just kidding. But let's all go together. I'm not kidding about the part about going. Sounds like a plan, Ocean State. I think you should be in command of that one. And you lead, and I will follow, my brother. Because I have two events that I do a year, including the Montauk 3-Day Striper Challenge coming up October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. That is a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can fish 1 day. You can fish 2 days. You can fish 3 days. You can fish whatever you want, as long as you pay your tab. So we had registration on Eventbrite. You can put that up for everybody to see. Eventbrite.com. You would go there, punch in Mr. Poseidon, and you can join. You can see all the rules and regulations. So we're basically filled up with the 40 spots, which were for the bonus boxes, which included lures and your golden ticket and your Rappler ruler. Well, okay, let me explain something to you. After the 40 registration, just to let you guys know, the spool is up to $1,500. That's first prize. So basically, right now, if you want to join, you're still going to get a Rappler ruler, a retractable Rappler ruler up to 60 inches. It's retractable. You take a picture with that, with the striped bass. There'll be a band on your hand, a colored band. We'll decide what it is at the time of the show. And you show that with the striped bass, and you're all set, and you're in for the prize. Also in that package is what we call the golden ticket. The golden ticket is basically to get you in the Saturday night party at Mr. Poseidon's place. It could be at my place, could be somewhere else. We'll let you know for sure, depending on how many people are going to come. But you'll be eligible for, if you don't get the big fish, and you get that 19-inch fish, and you're like, oh, man, this stinks. No, it doesn't, because you got the golden ticket. You got a chance at a VS 250 X Series. You know what that is? That's a Van Stall, guys. That's a reel you can dunk underwater. You can still reel in, and you can never have a problem with that. Those are maintenance free. At least that's what I was told by the gentleman in Van Stall. I'm not going to mention any names just in case I'm wrong. But other than that, we're going to have other great prizes. Gelso Pasquarelli, who's bringing an ODM Genesis wrapped rod by him, wrapped, those designs you see with strings. You want to see the best? Wait till you see Gelso. I'm not fooling around. I do not talk about anything that I think is the best. In my bonus boxes, we already have my 401 plugs in. We already have the Zinger baits in, 3 in a package. The Poseidon color, which he gave me personally, the green and white, 3 in a pack, 9-inch Excite. Thank you for that, Mike. That's from at Zinger Baits, and you can check him out on Instagram. I'll leave a link on the bottom of that. Don't forget to put that down, darling. Other than that, we also have Vinny's Customs sent me a bunch of lures. Vinny, I don't know what to say, but if it wasn't for guys like you, I couldn't make these bonus boxes. Bonus boxes exist because you're getting your money's worth. $40 and you get the bonus box. And even if you don't, you're still getting your money's worth. You got a shot at the Van Stall. It's only the 40 boxes. They're pretty much sold out. I think I have 1 seat left. I'm not sure. You have to go online and check it out. Your names are all by time and date and everything. So the persons who are the first 40 get the bonus boxes. You have to be there personally to pick it up. Correct, honey? You want to let them know a little bit about that?
Everybody has to check in Thursday, Friday, or Saturday morning with us at the lower parking lot, where we're going to be from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And if they don't check in, they don't get the bonus box. And if you don't check in, even if you are not eligible for the bonus box, you still need your ruler, your tag, your ticket. So you don't want to miss out.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on that, guys. She's right. Mrs. P, thank you so much. Honey, where is that little mini view? I love the little mini view. Wait, they'll do it this way. There you go. Don't take that one off, please. Try very hard not to take it off. She does not like to be on camera. But anyway, in a little while, few minutes, we're going to be doing the comment picker to see who the winner is of this gorgeous Ed Point leader bag. I opened it up a little while ago. I'm not going to open it up again. And also the Mad Mantis lure. It's a spook. Beautiful. Add your own hooks. You're all ready to go. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Thank you so much,
John
Mantis.
Francisconi saying, meanwhile, back to Todd.
That's right. Back to Todd. Todd, I know you're still standing by. Todd, anything else you want to add on tonight that you would like to add on? Tell me.
Yeah, you know what? What I'd like to tell you is that, first of all, I think this show is pretty cool. So this has been fun despite the technical difficulties. I want to meet more people. You know, if you've got guys out there, guys or women that are surf casting or hunting or, hiking, camping, I want to meet more people. I enjoy telling their stories. I get to learn a little. Some people, you put people together, everybody learns. And, I know there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of total characters. I've met a fair amount of them. If you know somebody's got a good story or know somebody's a total character, I want to meet him.
Yeah, thank you so much. And you know what? I got some good ones. Have you ever heard of the Birdman?
I have not.
Yeah, so I met him down in at the Cape Cod Canal. What a wonderful character. What a good fisherman. And also, I got to tell you, man, he's got a great story about an eagle. I'm not going to mention anything other than that because I want him on the show one day, and I want him to tell the story. And maybe you want to print the story. Ask about the Birdman, and that's Joey. Who's that? One of the subscribers, honey?
Was it Euphrasio?
I think it was for Euphrasio. But what I'll do is I'll leave a link at the bottom. You can get in touch with him through that, Todd, and he knows the Birdman. And tell him because it's It's a great story, and it's a true story, and that's what makes it great. That's why I want to have him on the show for you guys. I've been trying. I haven't gotten any responses yet, but I think the Cash is going to have to start playing the role pretty soon. But anyway, Cash always is king. I hate it. But anyway.
Birdman of Alcatraz.
Birdman of Alcatraz. That's pretty close, though. You got him on the spot. So, Todd, anything else you want to add in tonight, buddy? Please.
I encourage people to take notes. I know it sounds like may not be that critical, but I encourage people to keep a log of their fishing. You know, even if it's simple, like a little bit of tide and time and weather and the lures you use, it's invaluable years later going back to a spot. You know, if you don't fish the canal for 5 years, then you go back and you got some records of what's going on. It's a huge advantage. And I will definitely tell people that I see a change in the striped bass fishery, which I know most people are focused on, and I see those fish not going back towards the Hudson and towards the Chesapeake like they used to.
Yeah.
And, you know,
yeah.
I honestly catch more fish in the fall and winter than I do in the summer, and I'm seeing 10, 15, 20 plus pound bass in January.
Yeah, it's true.
This year on New Year's Day, I got into some fish. On New Year's morning, it was lousy, it was cold, like 40 degrees, it was raining, it was crappy. And I got 5 fish, 3 were keepers, and 1 parted a 20-pound leader.
Wow. Unbelievable.
It wasn't the knot, it was the first thing I looked at. It wasn't my knot. That fish broke a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader in January. So there's definitely a change in the migration patterns and that stuff. Like if people are writing that down and keeping track of that stuff, that's really key information because I mean, I think eventually with the way the waters are changing, we're going to have a bass fishery 12 months a year.
Yeah. It's, you know, I got to say, I hear so many stories, so many different things. It's just changed. It really has. And I could tell you right now that, you know, don't think that also, guys, that in Montauk or in Long Island, it's dead. Look at Lure Walker, 54-inch, 45 pounds, all right? Montauk, too, I'm hearing stories. I'm getting it straight from the guy who lives there and fishes 4 or 5 days a week. Mount Kill, check him out. Okay, he's a fly fisherman, but all he fishes for is striped bass out there. I mean, most of the time. And the fish he's been catching lately are some nice 30-inch fish. Now, look, if you're not satisfied with a 30-inch striped bass, you know, why don't you just go on a boat, go on deep and go fishing for whales, because it doesn't seem like you're ever going to be happy, because I'm happy. A 30-inch striped bass, come on, guys. I'm still waiting for the next $2 donation. Come on, let's do it. $2, man. Come on. What am I going to buy with that? A piece of bazooka bubble gum? Come on. Okay, so I'm kidding. So going back to that is the striped bass, you know, has changed, and you guys got to adapt to that. You have to follow it. Mm-hmm. How do I follow it? I follow it through Instagram. A lot of spot burners on Instagram. Those guys are great. Love those guys. But anyway, you can check it out yourselves. You can, you know, do the research. You know, follow Todd. Todd's a writer, man. He gets news first. He knows a lot of people. He writes for papers, so he gets a little info here and there. It's not like you're going to call him and get a spot. You know, you got to come up with a lot of money. No money, no honey. That's how we say here. I'm kidding.
No.
But Todd is a very nice gentleman, and I appreciate. Go ahead, Todd.
It's funny you say that, because when I meet somebody new or do an interview or something, I always say, don't tell me exactly where you caught that fish unless you want. I don't want to spot burn. I don't want to know your numbers or your coordinates. You can tell me, I mean, everybody knows the Cape Cod Canal. Everybody knows Scarborough Beach. Everybody knows the Point Shoot Lighthouse. You know, everybody knows the south side of Block Island. You're not giving up any, or the East Grounds. That's not giving up any information. But I always say, don't tell me exactly what rock you were standing on when you caught that 40-pounder, because I don't want to. Well, I'd love to know, but I don't want anybody else to think that I gave away that intel.
Right.
No, totally understood. That is totally understood. Other than that, okay, so, you know, I'm glad we got you on tonight, Todd, and we're going to have you on again. For sure, I want you on again. We can talk about more striper stories. I know you have tons of them. I appreciate
Kevin Coffee.
Yeah. can we get anybody to call in? If we put up a number, put up the number, honey. Maybe we can ask Todd some questions, but he can't because Todd's on the phone.
Because we have the occupied.
Oh, okay. All right. No worries. No worries.
Well, if you read their call to me, I can answer you back, right? If you repeat it to me.
Yeah. If
Right?
Yeah, we can always do that. Anybody has a
type it
question,
in.
you want to type it in? So type in your question. We're waiting.
Doesn't mean I have an answer, but I can try.
There you go.
I saw I noticed on your ticker tape board up there, you had the truthful-ish stories and the occasional lie. So
Yeah, that was a good one. I had to put it
that's
up.
on your card.
Yeah, that's on your card. Yep.
I think the first or second year I had the newspaper column, I interviewed a kid who was probably 10 years old, maybe. He was a heck of a fisherman. And, I did a whole interview. His mom was there. We were all impressed to be in the paper. It was a kind of cool thing. And he's the one, I said, well, let me ask you this. Would you lie to your mother about the size of the fish you caught? And he said, I would be truthful-ish. And I said, oh man, I like that, truthful-ish. And at the end of the interview, I said, hey, listen, this is really cool. You're going to be in the paper. Do you read my column? And now this is after like a half an hour, 45 minutes at the kitchen table eating cookies with his mother. And the kid looks at me and says, I don't even know who you are. Perfect. Fantastic. There you go. We'll write a good story about you.
That's a beautiful thing.
Stories came from.
I love hearing stories, man. Those are the best. Stories are the best. Anyway, I have plenty of stories. But anyhow, I think tonight we should get ready right now. We're going to do the giveaway from last week, and then I'm going to do this week's giveaway. Stand by for that. Guys, I spend a lot of my money, my own money, because I love you guys and I want you guys to have the best. Sometimes I can't have a van stall every week, but we do the best we can do. And
here's John asking Todd, "What's your most interesting story?"
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I did a two-part story with Don Barone, the great freshwater bass fishing writer. He's an absolute icon in the fishing world, and I mean, he made such an impression on me. It was, I had to sit back at the end of the interview and kind of reassess my life because he was so amazing. Don Barone's an incredible writer. I've had a few interactions.
Yes.
Veterans fishing, and that's humbling. It's absolutely humbling to be with veterans who gave, and even though they're out of service now, are still giving, and I struggle to read stories because I'm so impressed by their service. And honestly, I think some of the younger people I get to meet, because a lot of the fishing clubs, the guys are older, and there's not always a lot of younger blood, and the younger people I meet really, that definitely turns on the writing because those young people have such ambition.
It's a beautiful thing that you get into this stuff, Todd. I like to hear stories like that. All right, so you want to do that? You just had it up. You got to raffle it now. Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to spin it off right now.
Todd's just going to stand by.
Yeah, just spin it off. Spin it again. Spin the whole thing.
Okay.
Spin it. It was stuck on that one, so we're going to spin it right now. Here we go.
Wait.
Spin it. There you go.
Okay.
There it is. Okay, here we go. So we got Michael Lamarillo. Michael, are you out there? Michael Lamarillo. Put that up, honey, please.
Let's see. Ooh. It's always a little tricky to do this.
Yeah, just put it up so they could see it. Michael Lamarillo, are you out there? We always give a 10-second countdown timer, and that's my tech. And it keeps showing the same. Why is it not showing Michael Lamarillo?
Sorry, that was the wrong button. Not a button.
There you go. All right, so that's the one that just got spun off. Michael Lamarillo. Thank you very much. You're there, Michael Lamarillo. Michael Lamarillo. Okay, so we'll give the 10-second time. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin it again, honey. Spin it right there. Spin it right there. Whatever comes up, comes up. There you go. Put it up. Put it up so that I want to see them live.
Okay, hold on. Pressing the button. Go.
There you go. Beautiful. Okay, spin it now.
I have to press it over here.
There you
Here
go.
we go.
Finally. I'm sorry, guys,
So
man. It's been a real
tricky.
technical difficulties. Who's that up now? JJ. JJ, are you out there, JJ? JJ, I hope you're out there. We'll give another 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I don't think JJ's on. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Spin it again, honey.
Okay.
Can you spin it? Can you do it? I want them to see it, though. I want them that, you know?
Okay, it's always tricky.
Okay, now spin it. Are they seeing the spin?
Here we go.
Michael Amarillo again. Oh, there's JJ. He's here. Let's give it to
there's
JJ. That's it. JJ, you win. Congratulations on that, buddy. You got it, man. That's it. I don't want to gyp the guy. I'm sorry for the way the raffle went tonight, guys.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that. But anyway, all right, JJ, you win. You're the lucky winner. You're going to get that prize. Guys, thank you so much for coming to the show tonight once again. And Todd, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. We appreciate you. You'll be on. We'll get that technical difficulty figured out, and we'll get that fixed for the next time you're on.
Thank you, man. I'm totally honored you even called me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No, absolutely, Todd. You're a wonderful character. Thank you so much, man. Thanks.
Thanks,
Wait, can I ask you a
everybody.
question?
Thanks, everybody.
What's that, Todd?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When are you going to come fishing with me?
All right. So that's a good thing. So I have a couple of days. Now, you're up in Rhode Island, so maybe I'm going to make that trip soon enough, and I'm going to let you know, and we'll all go fishing together. But that's going to happen for sure, Todd.
When you were in Narragansett last week, I lived 10 minutes away. you
Even
probably-
better.
Go fishing.
Good to know, man. I'm definitely going to give you a holler for sure.
Thank you.
You got it, pal. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming to the show tonight. Everybody out there, Greg Pinellas, D. Morales, Wormway, James Flynn,
Hey,
thank you so much
Jay.
tonight. Thank you. Bronx
Carol.
Surfcast, I don't forget you, buddy.
Tom
JJ,
Hood.
congratulations on your win. Let's go, let's go, let's go.